everyone, how are you doing this week? Welcome back to the Irish Accent Podcast, and thanks for joining me again. Everyone, where do you live at the moment? Do you live in a 2-story house, in a bungalow, or in an apartment? A 2-story house is a house that has 2 levels, or 2 floors. So it has a downstairs and an upstairs, and you use the stairs to go upstairs. A bungalow is a house with only 1 floor or level, so there is no upstairs. An apartment is a big building with lots of separate units for people to live. When I was growing up, I lived in a 2-story house with my family. We lived in the countryside, so there was lots of space around our house, and we had a garden. I loved living in the countryside because I could play outside. I could also go for lots of walks in nature. On the bottom floor of my house, there was a kitchen, a living room, a spare bedroom, a small office, and a bathroom. When our friends or family visited, they slept in the spare bedroom. My parents used the office to work sometimes, so it was convenient. My parents' bedroom, my bedroom, and my sister's bedrooms were all upstairs. There was also another bathroom upstairs. There was lots of space, so it was very comfortable to live there with several people. Now I'm living in an apartment. My apartment is much smaller than my family's house. There's 1 bedroom, a bathroom, a living room, and a kitchen. But it's really cozy, so I like it. My apartment has big windows, so lots of sunlight comes in during the day. However, because the windows are so big, it can be a little cold in the winter, and it can be a little noisy. My living room is big and spacious, so I love relaxing there. I have a sofa, a coffee table, and a dining table and chairs. I eat my meals at this table, and I also work and study at this table. My kitchen is quite small, but there's a small stovetop, a microwave, a fridge and freezer, a sink, and lots of storage. In the future, I want to have a bigger kitchen. If my kitchen was bigger, I think I could cook more comfortably. In the bedroom, there's a bed, a wardrobe, and a bedside locker. There's a lamp and some books on the bedside locker. I also put my phone and a glass of water on it while I sleep. There are pros and cons to living in an apartment. The cons, or the downsides, or the bad points, are that it's small and there's not much storage. Also, because there are other people living beside you, above you, and under you, you have to be careful not to make noise. For example, I try to walk quietly at night time, and I don't play music loudly. However, the pros, or the good points, are that it's really, really cozy. Also, because it's small, it's easy to keep clean and tidy. When I lived in a house, it took me 4 or 5 hours to clean the whole house. Now it only takes me around 2 hours. In Ireland, a lot of people live in the countryside, so it's very common to live in a detached house. A detached house means that the house stands alone, with no house beside it. A detached house can be a 2-story house or a bungalow. A lot of people in the countryside live in detached houses. Because there's normally lots of space, most people also have a garden. In Irish towns, many people also live in terraced houses. A terraced house is a property that is linked, side by side, to a row of other homes. In cities like Dublin or Galway, it's also very common to live in apartments. In Ireland, many people either buy or build their own home. However, it's becoming more and more expensive to buy a house these days, so many people also rent their homes. I'm also renting my apartment. This means that I don't own my apartment and I have a landlord. The landlord owns the apartment, but I can live in it and pay him money each month. If you live in a big city like Dublin, the monthly rent can be very expensive, but it can be a little cheaper outside the big cities. I'm curious to hear what type of house you live in now, or what type of house you want to live in the future. Please let me know in the comments, And thanks so much, as always, for listening. I'll speak to you again next Wednesday.